Hello, crafty friends, and welcome back. I have a small pocket page I'm going to work on. It's a 6x8 page with one larger 4x6 pocket as well as two 3x4 pockets. So I am going to take advantage and use some of the cut aparts that came within the, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank, of this collection here. It is 49 and Market Beach Vibes. So for this particular picture, I did decide to fussy cut the frame out of the pre-printed card here. So my mom and I guess it's just my mom in the picture, so she can just fit within the frame. I thought this was a great way to use this pocket page, and there, that fits just perfectly. So I was making sure that there was a little bit of an edge left from when I cut them apart, and just making sure that it was going to fit down within my pocket sleeve. And once I have it set to where I want it to go, that I do use a little bit of washi tape to hold that together. And I was having some troubles making sure that it fit, so I put it on the back of the photo, and then now I'm securing it more securely with more washi tape. So there is that first pocket here, and this one I do trim down just a tiny bit as well. And I have a small picture that I'm going to trim down to almost 2x2. Actually, it's a little bit skinnier, so it fits within where that surfboard is. And actually, I created this one quite a while ago, so I can't actually remember. Okay, yes, it looks like I do end up pulling out a thin piece of white scrap paper that I have to map both of the other photos that are going to be on this front side of the pocket page. And so the top picture is just one of the miscellaneous beach pictures that I had printed, and so I thought I would just squeeze it here on this pocket page. And the bottom photo is actually a picture of my feet with the ocean. Actually, it wasn't the ocean, I guess it was the Gulf water hitting my feet that first night that we had landed in Florida and went to the beach. So using one of the big chipboard title pieces, it says "Life is better at the beach," and just using the pre-made items that came with this collection, it actually these pocket pages went together very quickly. That there was nothing earth-shattering about any of these pictures, and just had them printed and was going to share them within the album here. So there you can see that I did take one of the puppy wave stickers and put it down, and then I wanted it to touch exactly the same angle as that title. The letter B kind of had a strange angle, so I stuck it down to the far left edge and then trimmed it up so it matched exactly where, so it would match up right next to that chipboard letter. So here you can see I'm showing you each individual pocket, and so the front side is completed. So now I've flipped over, and this is the back side of the same page. And again, these are just a couple of miscellaneous pictures of things around the resort that we stayed at. That this was a bunch of flowers that they had out front that I just thought were pretty one day. That it had rained, and so there were some raindrops on them, and so I just took a quick picture. And then the bottom picture is actually I was sitting at the pool one day, and one of the palm trees that they have within the pool area, just the sky was beautiful, and so I just took a picture of that palm tree and the pool in the background, and just thought it looked like a very nice Florida-esque picture to include in the album. And so here again, I'm using that scrap piece of paper, trying to decide if I'm going to mat it or not. And since there wasn't technically a tiki hut bar, but I just thought it was kind of a fun way to use up one of those big uh, laser cuts that came with the collection, and added it to this pocket card just to kind of take up some room since I only had these two pictures to use. And added this puffy sticker. Oh, no, looks like I don't add the puffy sticker, that I just used one of the, I think the word strip was actually from one of the branding strips. And then here in this upper pocket, I actually just leave it as is. I add some gems to the flowers that are on there. I do contemplate adding a few extra things to it, but in the end, I end up just leaving it how it is, with the exception of adding those gems. So here I'm showing you both pockets, front and back, and usually when I do pocket pages that I do like to attach them together front and back, and then trim them up to make sure that none of the papers from either the back side of either side shows on the opposite side. So by doing that, it just kind of helps for them to stay within the pocket and not slip out quite as easily. So that is pretty much going to wrap up this layout for today. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. This 6x8 pocket will actually go within my 12x12 album that I'm using, and it'll just add some interest with a different size pocket, but still documenting some of those everyday moments that don't necessarily need their own page. So here are some close-up shots of both the front and the back of each of these pages. And you can find links down below for each of my Pinterest and Instagram accounts where you can find close-up shots there as well. So thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.